Hi guys, this is Mary. I'm so glad you could stop by Cardz TV today because this is Silhouette Monday, and I'm going to try every Monday to make some cards and things using the Silhouette Cameo. And today we're going to make a set of thank you cards. We'll use one of my stamp sets. This is Farmyard Funnies, and our paper is going to come from this Giddy Up 6x6 paper pad. This is Cardabella, and you can get this over at the Royal Castle Shop on Facebook. Just look over here on the side of my blog. There's a link. Click that, go over, ask to be invited into the group, and start shopping. And Teresa's got tons of cute papers over there. She's got action wobbles, which we're going to be using today, and all kinds of adhesives and embellishments. You name it, it's there. So click that link right over here. Now, from the Silhouette store, I found this adorable sheep. I just love him. He is so fat and chubby and cute. And I'm going to put him on an action wobble on my card. And he is number 8338. I also cut a border for my card. This is from a set of Lori Whitlock borders. And the number for this set of borders is 43752. And what I like about these is you can size them exactly to go on the front of your card, and you don't have to cut them longer and trim them off and try to line up your scallops. You can do it exactly to fit your card. So that's something I love about the Silhouette Cameo, because you can be so precise with your measurements. Now, I've cut several sheep and several borders. We'll also be using some punches. I've got a couple here from Stampin' Up, and one of my favorites from Walmart. This is a Studio G, and it's a little tiny heart punch. If you don't have this one, you can just use Doodle Charms, which is a Cricut cartridge, or you can find some hearts in the Silhouette store. And this is just a little small one. It's about 1/4 of an inch. So we'll be using that. So let me get everything we need over here. We'll get started, and I'm going to do one from start to finish. So I'll grab my trimmer first. I've got my trimmer out, and the first thing we're going to do is cut our card bases and cut the cardstock that's going on the front of our card. I've got a piece of black, which is 8.5 by 11, and I'm just going to cut this in half. So I'll line it up at 5.5, and this will make 2 card bases. Next, I need a red mat, and this is going to be 4 inches by 5.25. There's 4 inches by 5.25. And next, from that Cardabella Giddy Up paper stack, I need a piece of the striped cut at 2.5 by 5 1/8, and the polka dot cut at 1.5 inches by 5 1/8. Now we're going to put our red mat down first, and then the striped mat, and there's just a little bit of red showing around there, and then our polka dot mat goes down last. Now we're ready to add our border, and this is why I love cutting borders so much with the Silhouette. Look, it fits perfectly, absolutely perfectly. So we'll go ahead and get this added. Now we're going to go ahead and do our sentiment, and then we're going to add some little hearts to this. So I'm going to set this aside for right now. And this is called the Artisan Punch, and it's from Stampin' Up, and we're going to cut one of these out of black. And I love these Stampin' Up punches. They punch so smoothly and nicely. And then we're going to use the Modern Label Punch for our sentiment. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. And I like to stamp on a mouse pad. I think it gives a nice base. And I've got some white cardstock here and some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And from the stamp set, we'll be using Thank You. And you know, EWE is a female sheep, so this will fit perfectly with our little sheep. I'm going to line the stamp up right there. And get this inked up. And you can do it like this, or you can take your stamp pad and turn it upside down and ink up your stamp. Get this closed. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. Love my stamp press. There we go. And then I'm going to take this modern label punch and punch out my sentiment. Get that lined up in there. And I'm just going to attach this right there across that black punch, the artisan label punch. I really like that. And then we're going to add some little hearts to this. So let me grab my adhesive and get that put together. And I think we're going to pop it up on one thickness of foam tape. I really like that. And this is going to go right here. We'll pop that up on the front of our card. But let me grab some red cardstock and this little punch, because I want to add a couple of hearts to it. And some tweezers. Here we go. And my two-way glue pen. And we're going to add one right here. And another little one, I think, right about there. Okay, so that's going to go right there on our card. Now I'm going to punch out some more hearts and add them to my scalloped border. I think I'm going to do about 5. Now you can see I've been going to every other scallop and putting down a little red heart. My sheep is going to go right here, so I'm going to put one more here and then one over here. And I'm just using my tweezers and my two-way glue pen, and that gives me a little bit more control. And we'll get one more over here. Then we're going to pop up our sentiment and put our sheep on the front, and we'll be done. And of course he's going to go on an action wobble, so it's going to be a fun little card. There we go. Now let me get some foam tape on the back of my sentiment. Get that added to the front right there. And get my sheep on an action wobble. Won't that be cute? Okay, let me get this adhered down. I'm also going to take a black marker, and I want my sheep white around here. And by the way, this is a print and cut from the Silhouette store, and I love these for quick little cards or when you have to do multiples of a card. They're so fast and so easy, and I think they're just adorable. I love this sheep. But I'm going to take a black marker and go around his little black hoofs back here to hide the white edges, but I'm okay with him being white. He's supposed to be. But I'm going to put him on an action wobble, get him right there, get my sentiment on, and I think we've got an adorable thank you card. Well, I've got 2 of my little sheep thank you cards done. I got 4 to go to have 6 cards in my stash. I think that's so cute. He's cute anyway, but put him on an action wobble and you just can't beat that for a cute card. So there we go, guys. I'll have all the item numbers for the sheep and the border at the end of the video, as well as all the cut sizes and the supplies I used today. So thanks so much for stopping by today for Silhouette Monday. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.